All right, boxing fans, let's do what we do. Let's talk boxing. I want to talk about a show down here in Raleigh, North Carolina. North Carolina is my new home. I'm from Connecticut. There's a guy from Connecticut fighting tonight in Long Beach, California. Let's take it back across the coast to the Barclays Center, where the biggest show of boxing is going on tonight. So Raleigh, North Carolina. Some fights tonight. There's some talented pros coming up down here. You know, like every state, you got people trying to make it out of the state and get recognition. Dwayne Beeman is a talented young fighter from down here. I got to catch a little bit of him from some clips that came through my news feed, which I won't catch no more. We used to be friends on Facebook. We're not friends anymore on Facebook. He got a little sensitive over a couple comments. It is what it is, you know. It's not the first time I've been deleted from Facebook, and it probably won't be the last, because I speak my truth of what I see. But with that being said, I'll continue to speak what the truth is on the bright side of it. He's a very athletic kid, strong, dedicated to his craft, he's quick. I don't know how much upside he has, and one of the reasons is because he's fighting super flyweight. And if you're under 126 pounds, it's very difficult to get recognition. Now, you've got guys like Roman Gonzalez, the monster out of Japan. I knew I don't know if I just pronounce his name right. You know, you got Quadras, you got Estrada. You've got some guys at the lighter weights, but it's very difficult to get that kind of shine. That being said, he's got a fight in Raleigh. He's fighting a guy by the name of Jose Rodriguez. Rodriguez is 32-5. Beeman's 11-0. The 32-5 from Rodriguez. Looking at BoxRec, he's he built it up, padded it a lot in the beginning, but he has some solid wins under his belt. I think he's going to be undersized. I don't think he's going to have the speed. He does look like he's got the heart and the dedication to put a real fight together, though. So, I'd like to see the results of that, maybe catch something online. It should be a good fight, and I'm not sure what's next for Beeman. I don't know if there's only so many people you could fight here at that weight in America to get your name up. But he's talented. I think he can make some noise. I think he may have to step up in weight class. But then you're stepping up to a whole lot more names. The super flyweight division in America is fairly small. As you step up, you get into a little, bigger division as far as the amount of people. As far as getting shine, again, it's difficult to do under 126, but the kid is talented. I'm hoping to catch him fight next time. Who do we know under 126 pounds? We talk about Regan Dow. We talk about Roman Gonzalez, obviously, but it's a little bit different. It's a little harder to get it going. With that being said, I could segue into a guy from Connecticut, from New Haven, Connecticut, that I know personally, consider a friend, Tremaine the Mighty Midget Williams, who has tremendous upside. And one of the reasons I can segue is Tremaine's opponent. It looks like last minute thing, pulled out of the fight. I don't know what happened. He was supposed to fight this Dominican kid, Luna, and he's going to fight William Gonzalez, a guy that Beeman fought. Tremaine's going to fight him at 126, though. This obviously is supposed to be another showcase for Tremaine. Oh, by the way, if you're a boxing fan, I know you're going to be watching Showtime, but tune in to CBS also. Go back and forth. Tremaine the Mighty Midget Williams will be on CBS tonight. That's free TV, baby. Check it out. Like I said, I know Tremaine Williams. I watched him as an amateur. I watched him spar countless times, and great kid. He's signed with Rock Nation. He's 11-0. Tremendous upside. He's already calling out Gary Russell Jr. This isn't something where he's got to catch buzz. He's got the buzz. And let's talk about his last opponent. Tremaine fought only was on the Ward Kovalev undercard, and he fought a guy by the name of Christopher Martin. Christopher Martin came to that fight at 30-8, and it wasn't a soft 30-8 either. Christopher Martin went to the 10th round with Johnny Gonzalez. Okay, Johnny Gonzalez got 57 wins and I think 50 plus knockouts. He went 10 rounds with him. Johnny Gonzalez went 10 rounds, all 10 rounds with Gary Russell Jr. Tremaine Williams knocked him out in the second round, TKO. And it was the most impressive I've seen Tremaine to date, because not only was he hitting with everything but the kitchen sink, but Tremaine is a sharpshooter, in my opinion. He kind of boom, boom. You know, he not only was sharpshooting, but he went on full all-out attack. I mean, I haven't seen him attack like that since the gym days. And it was just a showcase. He took a guy out in the second round that went deep in the fights with Johnny Gonzalez and Gary Russell Jr. Now that's saying something. If you're following boxing, you know that's saying something. And he's gonna be on CBS tonight. He signed with The Rock. I'm thinking within a year, you know, we may see him fighting for a title. And 126 is loaded. I mean, you're talking about Leo Santa Cruz, you're talking about Frampton, you're talking about Quigg, you're talking about Gary Russell. I mean, and I'm probably missing a few names, but you've got some names up there. I don't know if I'm missing Abner Mars, Lee Selby, Oscar Valdez. I mean, you've got names at 126. That is a loaded division. So he's going to definitely have to be on point to go up against those guys. And I think he's ready. I'm excited about that. And shout out to all the Ring One boxers out there, because that's a very talented crew of boxers. I know Josh Crespo got a fight coming up, so I'm wishing him the best also. Let's take it to the Barclays Center tonight. Big middleweight fight. Charlo, obviously Charlo's first fight at middleweight. So this, of course, is going to be a coming out fight. He's supposed to dispose of this guy in the first half of the fight impressively, so he can set himself up for, say, a Lemieux or a Jacobs. And of course, everyone wants a piece of Golovkin. That's the big name. Golovkin's only going to be in for money fights now, which he deserves at 35-0. I mean, he's 35 years old. I'm sorry, he's 37, 38, 35 years old though. And, you know, he's at the point where he's only going to want the big money fights, and he might got a few more years left. I think it's an interesting fight also, that Big Baby Miller against Gerald Washington. Miller's coming in at almost 300 pounds. And Washington looked tough against Deontay Wilder. So, I don't know, man. I just think someone's getting knocked out. That's about the only thing I can guarantee. I don't know where either guy is 100% skill-wise. So we got to see. Back to Charlo for a second, though. We're going to see, you know, really, hopefully a little bit of what Charlo is as a middleweight. You know, he went through J-Rock, but let's be honest, I think J-Rock was slightly undersized for him. J-Rock's a tough dude, but if you looked at those two guys in the fight, there was a clear size difference. So I want to see what J-Rock has to do at 154, and then, you know, Charlo has a good chance to be a top middleweight. But the biggest fight of the night is AB, Adrian Broner, versus Mikey Garcia. Now, Mikey came out as a 5-1 favorite. It's down to 175, negative 175 for Garcia. So it was dropped almost to a 1.5 favorite. I don't know why. I don't know why it dropped so much. I don't know if somebody knows something, or it's just so many people are putting money on Broner that it's dropping the odds. The inflation is like the stock market. So, you know, to me though, I just can't see. It's hard to see Mikey Garcia losing this fight. I think we're buying into the hype of Broner, but I think what's going to happen is once the fight comes, we're going to remember, oh yeah, Broner fights like this and Mikey fights like this. When Broner fought a guy by the name of Gavin Reese. Gavin Reese is all 5'3". They fought at 135, and Gavin don't look like he's a 135er. I remember the first couple rounds of that fight, Gavin brought the business to him. He was just a small dude, so he couldn't really hurt him, and Broner got rid of him by the 5th round. But that showed me, if someone brings it to him, he could have some problems. He's not active enough. Now, I know he's supposed to be, you know, remade and regenerated and all that. You know, everybody says that. Broner always looks confident, so I can't read it whether he's confident enough or not. Mikey Garcia has looked phenomenal in his past couple fights. So, I'm kind of back and forth on it, but the truth is telling me Mikey Garcia is going to handle his business. It's hard to say he'll stop him. If he does stop him, Mikey Garcia just catapulted himself into top 10 pound for pound if he stops Broner, because Broner's never been stopped. Even against Maidana, Broner had a very strong finish to that fight, if you remember. So if Mikey Garcia stops him, that's putting him on a whole nother plateau. Most likely, we're going to see a decision. We're going to see a tough Broner that is a very close first half of the fight. Second half of the fight, we're probably looking at Garcia starting to take over, start landing some big punches, Broner trying to get flashy and going back to the clown style that he does, and seeing a fairly close but still decisive decision from Mikey Garcia. And that's about all I have to say for tonight. We'll keep it to about 10 minutes. I'd love you to chime in. If you like it, go ahead, like the video. Talk to me about it. I love talking boxing. That's what I do. That's what us boxing fans do. There's many more fights to talk about. So thank you.